Shalom. First, we give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. And let's get into this article. It says military fired artillery over California freeway on Saturday. The rounds were fired on Friday across Interstate 5 as part of a test for Saturday's event in Southern California that shut off a section of the freeway. The Marines fired 155 millimeter artillery shells over a major freeway in Southern California on Saturday as part of a demonstration at Camp Pendleton to celebrate the Marine Corps' 250th anniversary. The plans to fire over the freeway triggered outrage by Governor Gavin Newsom late Friday night after his office had been informed days earlier that the celebration would not involve firing munitions across Interstate 5, a heavily traveled corridor between Los Angeles and San Diego. So Esau Edom, so-called white man, he's getting reckless, man. You know, they changed the Department of Defense to the Department of War, and they getting that old Roman war spirit riled up again, man. Esau, he's getting bloodthirsty again, man, and he want to use his military might, and he's ready to use it again. You know, they got this guy Pete Hegseth in charge, and he's trying to stir up that so-called manly Edomite spirit in the military. You know, but the thing is about Esau Edom, man, he's not really a man. He a motherfucking boy, you know? You know, he's a goddamn boy, a child, man. You know, deep down, he's really a sodomite, you know? It says, early Saturday, Mr. Newsom said the state would shut a 17-mile section of the freeway from noon to 3 p.m. Pacific time because of the potential hazards posed by military plans. This is a profoundly absurd show of force that could put Californians directly in harm's way, Mr. Newsom said in a statement to the New York Times. Yeah, but guess what? He complied because the left-wing so-called Democrats and the right-wing so-called Republicans, man, they the same wing. They the wings on the same bird, man. You know, they move together when it's time to move on you so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, man, who are the true biblical Israelites. They come together to oppress you, suppress you, and keep you at the bottom of a society. But now Esau Edom, he's getting riled up because he's ready. Soon he's going to make his move and do that martial law, which is Jacob's trouble mentioned in the scriptures. Yeah, I know I keep saying the same thing about martial law, Jacob's trouble. But we in the season of it, man. We getting close. This man, he's getting anxious. You know, antsy. Let's get a priest up here. You know, I'm keep saying the same thing until, you know, this shit hit the fan, man. You know? You can't remix the scriptures, man. You know, you're gonna keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over, man. You got no choice. It's the same book. You know, there's no new additions to this thing, man. So let's get Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you." Yeah, the devil, meaning Esau Edom, so-called white man, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time, and he knows he has nothing. You know, he has a short time to get his hands on you so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, which the Most High, Yahweh Shai, has sanctioned him, giving him the green light to do during Jacob's trouble. You know? So he's going to do his thing, and he know he has but a short time before Yahweh Shai comes back, you know, before his New World Order. Well, he's going to get his New World Order, but he's not going to keep it long. But in that meanwhile, the Lord has given him the green light. Yahweh Shai has given him the green light to put hell on you tribes here in America. You know? and the tribes all over the world, you're gonna feel some type of government clampdown, but it's not gonna be as severe as it is here in Babylon, America. It's gonna be outlandish here in America, man. It's gonna be something out of the out of a sci-fi novel, man. It's gonna be gruesome, bloody, destructive, mayhem. Anything you could think of, it's gonna go down right here in Babylon, or better known as America, man. And Amero meaning bitter. And you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, you're going to feel the bitterness from this so-called white man when he brings that great wrath down with Jacob's trouble. You know, it ain't no if, when, maybe. You know, it's on the door, man. We're in it now. I was coming up from Louisiana, man, and you know you could see the armory on the trains. You know, for the National Guard, they steady shipping military equipment all around, man. You know, Humvees, water trucks, medical trucks. Why? Because they know they soon gonna lock this nation down. You know, the digital currencies are in place. Everything is getting lined up, man. The economy can't last too much longer. And you people gonna have questions, and you're gonna get riled up, you're gonna get angry, and they're gonna use the military to crush all dissidents, man. And they're gonna use the military for sure to come after you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Cause Esau Edom, he's still salty about that birthright. And he see y'all standing in the way of him getting that birthright. And he's gonna open up, man. He's gonna open up the floodgates of his hell, man. You know? And I'm just saying that figuratively, you know? He's gonna open the hell gates, man. Straight carnage. You know? But I wanted to get this precept real quick, you know. Spirit jumped on me, and I want to throw something up, man. You gotta feed the sheep. Yeah, I wish I said, man, if you love him, feed his sheep, and you gotta keep doing it, man. You know, and before I get out of here, give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.